Why do you ask yourself if you're the narcissist? First of all, are you aware that inside you there are little sub-personalities running around? There's not just one of you. There is a core self within you, but right now it's kind of buried if you're still traumatized. And what you have are the voices of these little sub-personalities from younger times in your life, and they're keeping you awake at night. Some of those voices still idealize the person that you were with, despite how awfully they treated you. And some of them tell those voices to stop it, that they were a monster. And yet sometimes there's a voice that wants to take the blame, that wants to say, well, maybe it was all me. They were nice sometimes, weren't they? Maybe I'm the narcissist. Maybe I'm the problem. The behavior of the narcissist, either directly, them telling you that you were the problem, or implying that you were, kind of made you feel that you were in fact the problem. And no amount of logic seems to be able to stop that. Not even when you reflect that if you were the abuser, surely they would be traumatized. But you could tell they weren't after the relationship. Not only that, everyone that knows them knew that they were kind of elated. Elation is not a trauma response. But even me saying that, if what's going on inside you is what they think is going on inside you, that voice is still going to come back unless you treat it, unless you work with it the right way. In childhood, every child has a lot of different needs, but two needs that stand out, which are quite important, are the need for authenticity, to be themselves, and a need for attachment. The child will always, if they have to make a choice, choose attachment over their authenticity, over being themselves. Because the attachment is a question of survival, whereas being themselves is not. The child will sacrifice part of their being and adopt behaviors that are not authentic, like people-pleasing behaviors, so they can maintain the attachment. This is often to meet with very rigid expectations from parents or caregivers, and it can lead to the child becoming whoever that person wants them to become. What if that person wanted the child to take the blame for their behaviors? Or what if the parent blamed them for things that they couldn't help, like being ADHD or autistic? And that child would accept the blame to maintain the relationship. You could say that this becomes a habit, sacrificing parts of ourselves in order to maintain relationships. Maybe this featured a little bit in previous relationships before you met the narcissist, but now, it's going to really feature. And why is that? Because you've now got someone who will not accept accountability for anything, who projects all of their negative emotions onto those around them, and particularly you, because you're the main supply, and you are someone who sacrifices part of yourself and blames yourself to maintain relationships. Long after the narcissist is gone, your psyche is still going to be doing it. A young voice within you, a little voice within you, that speaks when you feel lonely, when you miss that person, when you miss the ideal version of them. And it speaks and it says, maybe you're the narcissist. Maybe you should take the blame. Maybe if you do, they will come back. Hope this helps. Bye for now.